The sweet elf. The procedure of sugar making at溪湖Sugar Refinery. Autumn is the great time when sugarcane is harvested to make into sugar. The sugarcane will be transported to溪湖Sugar Refinery by train or truck. The sugar refinery in溪湖will be soon in charge of making the sugarcane into crystal sweet granulated sugar. Granulated sugar. There are many steps for making the sugarcane into granulated sugar. Now, let us introduce the magic for making the sugarcane into granulated sugar with a fully automatic machine. When the sugarcane is transported to the refinery factory, we will weigh the sugarcane first and test the sugarcane and rhythm to make sure the quality of the sugarcane. Then, the sugarcane is sent to the place for storing the sugarcane and gets ready to be squeezed. The train is transporting the sugarcane to the gate, and the conveyor will deliver the sugarcane to the factory. Cutting. After the sugarcane is cut into pieces, actually they become 30 centimeter pieces. All the sugarcane will be cut into smaller pieces through the sharp cane cutting knives. With rapid spiral movement, the sugarcane will soon be sent into the cutting machine. The machine works hard to cut the sugarcane into smaller pieces with its sharp steel axis. The smaller the sugarcane becomes, the more juice it produces, that is, the more sugar it can make. Squeezing. Right after the procedure of cutting, the smaller pieces of sugarcane will be put into 5 machines to be squeezed. The huge rotator is called 石车. Actually, 石车 is the rotating stone wheels. Whenever it rotates, the sugarcane will be pressed and produce sugarcane juice. After that, the bagasse will be squeezed from the sugarcane and become the main element of bagasse-fired cogeneration. The bagasse will be the very precious fuel. There are 2 huge boilers in the factory. The bagasse inside the boiler will be heated until it produces the steam, and the steam will make the turbine to rotate the presser and produce the sugarcane juice. The steam left inside the machine will make the generator to produce power and give enough electricity for溪湖Sugar Refinery to turn on the lights and start the engines. That's the advantage of resource recycling. Taiwan Sugar Corporation is the first organization to make good use of bagasse-fired cogeneration. 80 years ago, the huge chimney was the landmark of溪湖. When the huge chimney started to smoke, people knew the factory began to make sugar. The white smoke we saw was not from the burning of bagasse. Instead, it was from the steam. There is a high differential pressure filter in the factory to collect the white smoke and make the air fresh. Through the special high differential pressure filter, the vapor will be released from the huge chimney. The ashes and the smoke of burning sugarcane had turned into clean air. To protect the environment, there is a strict procedure for the huge chimney to smoke. Cleaning and evaporating. The sugarcane juice will be heated to 105 degrees Celsius, and some kind of chemicals will be added into it. Through the procedure of deposition, The upper level is the sugarcane juice, and the lower level is the deposition from it. The deposition will then be filtered by a vacuum machine. The deposition left in the machine is called mud. The mud will be sent to the farms as organic fertilizer. The sugarcane juice will be put into the evaporators. We call them filter cake. After it goes through from container 1 to container 5, about 40 minutes, the sugarcane juice will be evaporated into syrup. There is only 1/4 sugarcane juice left in the container, and then the sugarcane juice will be turned into syrup, and the water left in the containers will be reused by the factory to start the boilers. It is a good way to recycle the resource. Crystallizing. The computer will do the job of cooking the syrup. The syrup will be put in the 680 to 700 mm vacuum degrees. The workers there will check the syrup in the tube and make sure if the crystallization is finished. After the crystallization is finished, the syrup will become sugar paste. Monace's separation. The Monace's separation machine will separate the sugar cube from the syrup. With centrifugal force, the machine will divide the sugar cube from the syrup. The syrup left in the machine will be sent back to the containers and repeat the procedure of crystallization. Besides, the syrup can be made into feed, MSG, or yeast, etc. Packaging. The sweet granulated sugar is finally finished. The filter will divide the larger sugar from the smaller sugar and package them into different packs. That is how the sugarcane is made into the sugar we use at home. The sugar makes you feel sweet and nourish your body, even though the procedure of sugar making is complicated. It is a warm-hearted job. When you come out from the factory, you will find it is a magic factory. Sugar making also made a large fortune for Taiwan in the past and improved the rural economy. The crystal sugar always reminds me of my sweet memories. So, the sugar is really the sweet elf.